Weekly account update. It's a Sunday the 13th of June. 13th of July, 2025. Today is not that good of a day, and it's not that bad of a day. To be honest with you, anything that is by the end of the week that is actually in a green, it's actually a good week. So 13th of July, that means, what are we in? Are we on the second week? Yeah, we are on the second week of July 2025. So as a whole, we only make about $400 in our account. The market is just going up and down, up and down. It is what it is. Give you an understanding. Account one, was at 171,000. As of right now, it's still sticking in at about 171,000. Account two, this is the only account that's actually gone up. It was at 327,900. As of right now, it's 328,300, an increase of about $400 or so. And the little account was at 2,800 and is still at 2,800. As of this week, we're actually receiving dividends, and with dividends, instead of us cashing it out, we're just gonna go reinvest it all over again. All of the things that I do, well, I think it's roughly about, to be honest, I had actually a couple of dividends from previous quarter, which I haven't actually completed repurchasing. So that was my personal mistake. I think this is the only downside about individual account to be reinvested according to what I want, instead of just automatically reinvested straight away. I don't know. I feel like this is working out for me, but yeah, the only downside is I forgot to do that on previous quarters, and I've been sitting on it in cash. But as of, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I managed to transfer them to our investment account. So hopefully that will be reinvested sometime early next week or so. In the same time, I've already seen the projection how much our ETF dividends payout going to be by in fact, actually sometime next week and throughout this whole entire July month. So kind of exciting because last year, my whole entire dividend, let's say for the whole year, was a certain number. I think it was like about 15 grand. I think it is 15-ish, somewhere around there. $15,000, and that was for the whole entire year. But as of right now, I believe we've already made the whole entire 15,000 over the first 2 quarters of the dividends payout. So as a whole, it will be interesting what our dividends payout going to be for the whole year 2025, or the whole year. But yeah, not a good week, not a bad week. It's still in the green, so it's still in a positive note. We're still purchasing, which is a good week, which is a good thing. On the other aspect as well, we started our laundry business, and we had 2 customers this week. And it was kind of interesting because the first customer was providing me, I think it's about $200, and then another one is another $100. And the beauty thing about it is like it fits based on our schedule currently. Even though we've got a busy life, working full time, doing it on the side hustle, having 2 kids to run around and whatnot. So any money that is coming in from that side of the business is going to be reinvested to the business, such as buying more equipment. For example, yesterday we bought an ironing board, and my wife already purchased an iron it apparently is being shipped here instead of us just buying it at the store. Once we had a few $1,000s in that account, we are going to purchase another washing machine, so that way a washing machine plus a dryer, so that way it's a lot more faster when we have multiple clients at the same time. So in that side of the business is kind of interesting. The idea of it is a pick up, drop off, wash, dry and fold, The first customer was living in an apartment, and they just don't have a lot of sun and a lot of sun area. So all of their winter clothes is all in one hit, and because they were time poor, and yeah, that was kind of interesting. Second customer, on the other hand, they live in a well, no, they don't live. They're actually visiting for work purposes. They're actually visiting. I don't know if I can see the sun. Probably here better. Here we go. They're actually visiting from the USA, and because they're staying here in a hotel, and instead of using the hotel services, washing up and dry clean, they contacted me, picking up the physical product from a hotel. Luckily, I was actually driving my Tesla, and I was able to sit in front of the hotel for quite some time without having the valet or anyone requesting us to move. Had I gone there with a van or a beat up vehicle, that might be a different story. So this is a Sunday, we're actually going to go to the city to do a couple of things with the kids' activity, and on the way home, we're actually going to drop it off before we are on the way home to the same customer who is in the hotel. Our route, our current, geographical location, we set it up where it's about half an hour distance from our home in terms of geographically how far we're going to pick it up and drop it off, and what type of service we're going to be doing. And it just so happened the city is actually about half an hour away from where I am. Anyway, that's just my update in terms of our account update, as well as what we learned so far doing this laundry business. If you like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and I will see you on the next video.